Book 357. Good morning, good morning. Welcome back to Morning Motivation with Matthew Daniels, and today I'm going to tell you guys about the true origins of mermaids. That's right, the true origins of mermaids. But what is Matthew Daniels talking about? A long time ago, in the kingdom of the earth, which was situated next to a great ocean, a young woman was taken from her home and bound up by the servants of the high priest. This young woman, who was one of my ancestors no less, was chosen to be the sacrifice which the people made yearly to the gods. Because of her purity, chastity, and noble birth, she was deemed worthy to be sacrificed as a thanks offering for the prosperity of the kingdom the previous year. When the day known as the Day of Giving of Thanks came, the woman was carried out on a large ship and tossed into the middle of the ocean. Her feet were tied to a giant stone which pulled her swiftly down to the bottom. As the woman sunk lower and lower, she held her breath for as long as she could, but soon she ran out of oxygen and blacked out. In an undetermined amount of time, the young woman opened her eyes in what she thought was the afterlife, and she found herself lying on a table with an odd-looking seashell attached to her face. Around her, she could see two women with flowing black hair gazing down lovingly at her. The young woman could tell that she was still underneath the water, but she could somehow breathe. Sitting on the table, she scanned the room she was in, and she saw that the two women next to her did not have legs. Instead, they both had scales coming down from their waist, and instead of legs and feet, they had tails and fins like fish. Intrigued, the young woman asked them who they were and how did she get there. One of the women with the long black hair first explained that they found her close to death and they rescued her. Then she proceeded to explain who they were. The woman said that a long time ago, when the dinosaurs still roamed the planet Earth, their ancestors lived on land amongst many others. Then one day, a great asteroid crashed down and caused the air to become toxic, and the climate changed greatly. In order to survive this cataclysm, their ancestors searched beneath the oceans, looking for a home that was safe and secure from the dangers on land. They soon found an underwater cave system that contained pockets of breathable air, and it was there that they built their new home. Over time, partially because of the toxins in the air above ground, and partially because of several generations being born beneath the ocean, a special child was born named Raquel. Raquel was the first of the ancestors born with gills as well as lungs, and she also had scales upon her legs and feet. When Raquel became of age and gave birth to her first child, she gave birth to a set of twins, one boy and one girl. These two children, one named Giselle and one named Raul, both had gills, scales, and webbed hands and feet. From those two, the entire nation of mermaids was soon born, with everyone adopting their mutation in the generations that followed. After explaining this, the young woman was taken to a building where several other young women were housed, and these women were humans like her. They were, in fact, the same young women sacrificed by the people of the kingdom on land in the previous years. The young woman, knowing that she could never go back home, made a new life with the nation of mermaids, but every so often she came back to land for a short period of time. During one of these trips back to land, she met a nice young man and started a family. She then told her children about the underwater nation of mermaids, and these children passed down the tale from mouth to ear, generation after generation, directly to me. And this is how I know the story of the true origins of mermaids. And so, the morning motivation of today is the true origins of mermaids. Sometimes in life, you will find yourself betrayed by the people you trust, and you will be cast out from amongst them because the goodness inside of your heart makes them feel uncomfortable about the wickedness that is within theirs. But do not fear when this happens. Long before they chose to sell you out, and long before you were even born, your salvation and assistance was being worked out in a way that you could never have imagined. There is a place designed that is perfect for you, a place that will allow you to become the best version of yourself, a place that is safe from the toxic behaviors of those that would do you harm. Today, search for that place in the midst of your hard times. Do not allow the wicked ones to destroy your will to carry on, and always strive to do that which is good. And remember, you are awesome, you are amazing, you are wonderful, and you are great, and you are going to change the world. I just hope I'm still alive to see it, family. I'm out. Good morning. To order books in the Morning Motivation with Matthew Daniels book series, search Morning Motivation with Matthew Daniels on Amazon.com. or visit www.dandyandbigherm.com.